fight? Yuzhong? You can technically say that Dyrov can deal, yes, heck a lot of damage, but I mean,
okay, it's kind of hard for me to say.
yeah, it's a very balanced.
Okay, it's more of like Dyrov wins against Esmeralda. Yuzhong can still out-heal some of the damage from Dyrov. So in the end of the day, yeah, it's kind of like depends on who has the fastest fingers, who does it better. But innately, actually I don't know anymore, you know. Sometimes as a Yuzhong player, I feel that I'm pressured by the Dyrov. Sometimes playing as a Dyrov, I feel pressured by the Yuzhong. I don't know what's going on.
You're like everywhere.
Player, alright.
You're just everywhere, man.
Yeah, I'm just a bad player, okay? Don't listen to me.
Wow, but KZP on that Atlas. Wow, I can't wait to see some nice little suplexes. 5-man fatal links.
Oh, man. That would be amazing.
He would jump in. I'm probably guessing he would want to catch off everyone. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to catch out Bucks, yeah, right? Thought these purpose would just burn your whole team down.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. So now we are going to be jumping into game number 2. SMG going to pull it off with a stalemate, or is Team Flash going to make this quick and dirty? Introducing the players once again. When it comes down to the Team SMG side, we have Ash that's going to be playing onto the Clint. We're going to be Too Easy and Angelo as the Rolling Thunder, and that is going to be that Boxer. Well, the safe is going to be played by Pebble. Down in the bottom lane is rumbling his Yuzhong, and finally the Franco. Not on KCP this time, but is going to be on the open. Inside, Ace.
Wow, and on the other side we have Team Flash reminiscent on that nice little Karina tank, but as we speak it's going to be a flicker hook over, no problem to that. And Alpha V9 on that Dyrov, we have KCP on that Alice, can't wait to see that. Aeon on the Eve and A-Peach on the Brody.
Well, when it comes down to just the composition alone, what can we expect here? Team SMG, they have early game kind of like firepower as well as team fight when it comes down to controlling. Too Easy for Angelo can dive pretty nicely. Well, it kind of becomes a confusing high bay. But for now, Ace is the one that wants to pull the enemy towards the team, while Too Easy for Angelo that wants to jump onto the back lines. So this and Too Easy for Angelo, who will win in the 1v4? That will be the biggest question, and that will dictate how a fight is going to be like.
I think Reminiscence would win, but then at the same time I think
Theoretically, right?
I mean, it could go either way, right? It all comes down to macro, but Aeon here pops the real world manipulation. Ace gets down, and there you go first. Ram trying to stop it. Alpha V9 gets the kill. Fatal Link comes down, and no answer to that. Alpha V9 runs very low, and Pebble is going to get traded for it. It's going to be a 1-4-2 here. It's going to be a 2-4-2. Yes, it is.
Completely slipped up my mind.
Why? What slipped your mind?
That Team Flash has an Eve, and Team SMG picked up the Yuzhong. The Black Dragon form essentially is just a drive-by.
Has been slain.
Oh my god.
Just a drive-by to deal with Aeon.
Yeah,
that way, no more real-world manipulation where they had a problem with. Sorry, they were the one that had played the real-world manipulation. So they technically knew what is the extent of the real-world manipulation, right? In order for you to win the opponents, you gotta have to know how it feels for the opponent. So SMG identified that. They realized that, yes, our team come here, we can't have the real-world manipulation slow us down, especially since we are a team that is very much in your face.
Yeah. But at the same time, Aeon on the Eve though, so Team SMG answer is to disrupt the real world manipulation, right? You have the Iron Hook from Ace, Too Easy for Angelo with the disruption, Pebble with the stun, Ram with the Black Dragon form, push everyone back, especially the Eve, no problem, real world manipulation out of the equation. Whoa.
Team SMG, none of them also have got a Purify. They don't have anything that allows them to resist the crowd control from that Team Flash. Team Flash is the team that is very likely want to play in a grouped up scenario. Some form of hold on. KCP going in for the grand suplex. Them down, or rather bring quite a lot of them to submission, but not quite enough for them to eventually bring anyone down. With HP being down, he down to a low amount of HP. rest of the players when it comes down to and four members from the side of team SMG move up to the top lane, allows Reminiscent to bring one, bring two, and very potentially bring three down all by himself, and thus unlocking a code 40 duo.
I mean, triple kill coming off for Reminiscent here, and even going for the tank build. This is the early game Karina that we have all been eyeing, but if you take a look at the EXP lane right now, still a wet noodle fight. Just slapping each other. Just like, you, oh.
Yeah, it is here and there, right? I do like Team Flash's lineup, definitely. When it comes down to the sustainability and the tank side, at least Reminiscent deals true damage, and I love to see what is going on here. And Team Flash, unfortunately, they lost 2 man here, allows his SMG to follow up, and that is going to be a bite right down on top of Reminiscent. His HP is still pretty darn okay. Brings Ram down, and from a 2v3, become a 2v2, and SMG realizes that we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we can't take him down. He's still tanky. You know, he's just soaking every single thing that we throw at him. He's like a sponge, right? He's soaking everything up. All that damage coming towards Reminiscence, and then Reminiscence like, yeah, hit me some more. Come on.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Like what, you know what Jace loves to say?
What does he say?
Spiky durian.
He say that?
Yeah, I mean, he calls Gato a spiky durian because the more you hit, the more it hurts. And then, Karina,
I mean, yeah.
she's definitely gonna build a blade armor.
Yeah, okay.
Later.
Okay, I understand the analogy. I'll take it. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. KCB.
Oh my god, and here comes the real manipulation from Ace. Aeon. Oh, he gets so much on him high. Oh, and down goes KCP, but he's gonna get traded here for Aeon along with Ace to get all the way back. Alpha V9 forced to flick over the wall. He gets a dash, but no, he's gonna be a 2-for-1 here. Team Flash. They're kind of flopping a little bit.
Oh, too easy for Angelo. Now, just gonna be assuming that the position 5 Roma just gonna be jumping right on top of the Karina. Not like it's gonna do anything at all. I believe that he was just hoping that he'll be able to bring someone down along with him, perhaps. I don't know. But all in all, that is going to be a 90-9 scoreline, pretty much on a stalemate. And when it comes down to economy, Team Flash have got a tiny little bit of an advantage here.
It's a small little bit, right? But, during the team fight, it's just back and forth. It's either Flash takes all or Team SMG takes all. But here comes the conceal play from Team Flash.
Not gonna be big.
Not gonna be big, right? But I was saying, look at the top lane. Tier 1 turret has already been taken down, but Tier 1 mid turret has been taken down too. But Team Flash, they're gathering all over. Here comes the fatal link. Ace gets a little bit too much damage here. On primary used, and real world manipulation used too. So it's gonna be a 2-for-9 here. Monster kill coming out.
But it's gonna be KCP stuck in a small little corner, but it's not gonna be stopping anytime soon just yet. He's just gonna be slitting himself in an uphill form. He finds himself running away, but too easy for Angelo is the one that would not be able to run away instead, as Reminiscent picks off a small little bits and pieces of his little body, and of course fed it to himself.
Cleanup crew, man. Reminiscence on the cleanup duty there, diving everybody out.
Exactly. That is the kind of Karina play that I was hoping to see in the previous game. The previous game, it kind of seems like he had to play a completely different role. Yeah. And I think that their team composition doesn't allow him to play how he is right now.
Now he's complementing it.
Now it is working. Yeah. Now it's working. Main thing is that when it comes down to initiation, his KCP can initiate pretty darn well, isn't it? While in the previous game, Hilda, not exactly the kind of initiator that you were looking out for.
No. Oh, fatal links along with real world manipulation here for the follow-up from Aeon, but here comes the Iron Hulk all the way back, and the damage from Xavier is gonna be too easy for Angelo, all the way in the thick of it. Here comes Totis for points. He's gonna be able to burn down one person, and there's gonna be Alpha V9. Aeon gets taken down in the meantime. It's gonna be a 4-for-9 here. Pebble all the way through, and it's gonna be a team one, a maniac coming in.
Dominating and a menacing play all across the board, and Reminiscent just did exactly what he wanted to do. However, most of the kills actually didn't go to him. He actually didn't get a single kill from all of that team fight, if I remember correctly. So with the instant replay, we'll be able to tell what's going on. KCP focus down onto the Roma first. This loses their initiation, but the Dawning Light comes out from Pebble. Not gonna do quite much. He stays behind. Doesn't really do much except for just popping a couple of magical bolt, if I may. But the rest of the team, which is too easy for Angelo, he's just tanking against 4 other heroes. And from that point in time, it becomes 3, whereby Ash is completely out of position. This is the problem from SMG. Once the front line is down, then the entire team is gone.
Yeah, as that clean, there's no way to burst down Reminiscence, KZP, or Alpha V9, right? And the positioning was just bad from Ash.
Yeah, that is one thing. Ash has
Okay, get hooked up, and here comes the fatal link.
Oh! That was untimely. That was very untimely. Not exactly sure what exactly has happened there. But hey, it is what it is. We've got a pause, a technical pause between Team Flash as well as Team SMG here. Now, we can take this time to kind of break down as to what has happened so far. How has it been looking like for these two teams? Are you actually, or maybe are you surprised that Team Flash, they have been playing a very different way?
Yeah, I mean, it totally changed the tide, right? I mean, Flash, they were a little bit scuffy in the first game, and then, by the means and the ways of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, they are going to snowball, they're going to be out-damaged, they're going to out-damage SMG, but this time, it's more smooth flowing, right? That Karina is complemented along with KZP's Atlas.
Yep.
I think it's overall balance, right? Along with Alpha V9 on the Dyrov, that's a good pick, and the Yeef on Aeon, perfect.
I think that when it comes down to Team Flash, they have a very, I wouldn't say very, but they have a different philosophy when it comes down to playing the junglers. Because I've always been hoping that they will be able to play Xbox in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Xbox playstyle is understandably very different from a Karina's playstyle.
Yeah, that's true.
And Xbox, he'll be able to deal massive amount of damage throughout one small little team fight, right? It's just because of explosion. Yes, not insanity. So that is kind of like a one-hit wonder from Xbox, and it continues spewing fire, that kind of stuff, true damage all across the board. But one thing that we shouldn't forget, and something that I didn't quite highlight this to the viewers, although I would say that the viewers very likely already knew this, is that Karina's also has true damage, right? When it comes down to the passive, she still does true damage. She evades massive amount of physical slash basic damage, so he's pretty okay when it comes down to basic attacks. So bringing down tanks is something that he can definitely do. Only if the tank has been whittled down to a lower amount of health. That is why Karina is more of that cleanup machine, not exactly that kind of initiate. So the amount of potential in a Karina, if you initiate a fight, it could be as low as a value of 30, for example.
Ooh.
But if you have the Karina come in and sweep, the value skyrockets over to 80. That is
zero.
Yeah, that's an exponential increase when it comes down to how valuable a Karina is in difference of a fight, right? Because Karina deals more damage, and of course comes in with the true damage, the lower the opponent's health is, if I remember correctly. So that is just what Karina is really good at. And that's why Reminiscence is starting to get more craze here.
Yup, and the Dawning Light comes out, and Stopper will come out all the way, but Rum trying to create some space for his team here, all the way into the front line. Does not get that petrified out by Reward Manipulation. Is going to get power too easy. Angelo is going to get all the way in, but KZP is going to get traded along with Alpha V9. Peach runs very, very low, and Pebble is going to get a 2 for 3 member here on the side of Team SMG.
And with that all said and done, 15 is to 21, Team Flash. They have got, well, almost a 3,000 gold. They're pretty darn happy about this, but they don't actually have the control of the Lord. So that is kind of concerning, but at least Reminiscence don't really care about that, because too easy for Angelo is actually dead. So when it comes down to a retribution battle, he's not too afraid. And even when it comes down to an actual retribution battle, Reminiscent is level 13, while the level of Too Easy for Angelo is level 12. So retribution battle-wise, Reminiscence still wins.
Reminiscence, how do I put this? Oh, hi Pebble. I feel Reminiscence, Retribution, his retribution button should be humongously big, and he hits that retribution every single time. And KZP on that Atlas though, he's literally a, I can tell his spirit animal is a snapping turtle. Yeah, he's like sitting there waiting, and then just bam. Yeah, literally bam. I'll just snap on you.
Okay, so this is the passive ability from Karina. Shadow combo.
That's right? True damage stacks, right?
Not stack, but it increases right? So the third attack on the same target deals extra true damage equal to 7 with a bracket of plus 2% total magical power. So 7% plus the innate 2% total magical power of their lost HP plus 50. So the health of the target, the health of the opponent's left is very crucial to the damage output of Karina. So all in all, Karina is really good when it comes down to cleaning up. That's why we all know Karina is good for cleaning up. But maybe when it comes down to the technicalities and when it comes down to the numbers, not a lot of people truly understand how important these numbers are. And with lost amount of HP. Now, this one comes down to be a little bit confusing, right? Because when it says lost HP instead of lost HP percentage.
So it's per HP, not the percentage overall.
So this is where maybe there will be some kind of translation error or something that we don't know. But if it really is HP, which is hit points, that means that the higher HP the opponents have, the more effective Karina will be. But if it's HP percentage, it doesn't really matter if whether the person has more HP or lower, high health pool or lower health pool, because it is percentage instead of points.
I think percentage is better than points though.
Points is actually better than percentage.
Oh really?
Points is better than percentage. That means that, okay, so there's pros and cons in that, right? Pros and cons. If you're looking at hit points, which is its raw value, that means that the damage of Karina onto squishies are technically lower in terms of true damage. But it will be higher on tanks that has more health pool. If you see what I mean. Because if they have, let's say, 50% of a tank is maybe 3,000 health points, and then 50% of a marksman's health pool is maybe 300. What is that 7% damage?
Don't try to math me, man. I can't math. Right? It's
but all in all,
I'm looking at it. It says lost HP.
Lost HP, right? Not HP percentage.
Lost HP.
So this is where a small little revelation to us, which we are supposed to know for the longest time ever, just that, there's so many heroes. No, we don't really know like the in-depth stuff until we actually go and look at it. So if you think about it, there's a reason why nowadays the players are picking up Karina despite what's going on here. Despite the fact that there is tanks. Because Karina does well with tanks in terms of true damage.
So it's 7% plus a 2% magic power.
Yeah. But if we just don't care about the total magical power, because nowadays we're looking at a Karina tank, right? So the magical power, we don't need to care about that.
Oh, wait. It's a percentage, it's not lost HP. You know why? Because it's combined into one sentence, so it's equal to 7% of their lost HP. You get it now? You read the whole thing in a sentence. You read the whole thing in a sentence and then you understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 7% of their lost HP will be converted into damage.
Yeah, and then plus a nice little 50 for a consolation prize.
Wait, hold on a second. 7% of their lost HP. That means a higher health pool is still gonna do a lot more damage.
Yes. It still doesn't matter. You're still right. You're still right. But it's just a little bit more on the technicality side. It's more of percentage. So the higher your health is, the easier you get bursted down past that free.
With the true damage coming in, right?
Yeah.
So technically speaking, Karina still does really okay, so TLDR, Karina is still definitely very viable against tanks. And I gotta have to say, right? Probably all the crowds in grid probably will be like question mark at what kind of math they're talking about and what's going on. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of them just kind of face palm themselves because Ashtray is just talking stupid stuff sometimes.
Oh, look at the crowd, guys.
Say hi! Come on, guys. Give us
some noise from the
wave. Come on. I can see you. You can see me. But I can see you. So give us a wave and we will know that you guys can actually hear us because I have no idea whether you can.
They hear us?
There we go.
We got our first wave.
We got our first wave. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the crowd there down at grid. I mean, we do have cafes too. We have that nice awesome chair. Everyone watching it live for the first time ever. This is the First ever time that we have a live
Yeah, it's been a long
event.
time, isn't it?
It's been a long
It really has been a long time, and I am thrilled to actually see crowds going around. I want to be there,
But we
I
can't.
can't be there.
We are there virtually.
Don't give me that crap.
Yeah, we're in the crowd, right? We are in the crowd. We know. It's just okay. Never mind. Take it back.
Yeah, I mean, we are not bona fide in with the crowd. It would have been awesome if we were actually in the crowd. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Maybe someday we'll be able to see the crowd ourselves with our eyes and just really like interact with them. That would be great. But the technical pause is still ongoing, and it is rather unfortunate because I believe that we have to wait until that everything stabilizes for the player. That is the most important thing because we do not want the players to be playing with some latency spikes or anything that could happen of that nature, because sometimes you would never know what happens to the server every now and then.
I mean, it can't be a latency problem, right? We have the most powerful network right there. And great.
Yeah, it's
But
usually comes down to
maybe
the
the
servers,
device
right?
problem.
Sorry?
Maybe it might be the device problem, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I would say definitely.
Because it can't be latency. We're using Singapore's most powerful 5G network already. Thank you so much to Singtel. What?
Cross promo!
Cross promo.
Oh man. But hey, you know what? I'm still hoping to see how SMG is gonna turn this game around, right? Because in the end of the day, we are suckers for stalemates.
We
want
love-
to see 1:1 scoreline. We want to see that big final game 3. That is what we have been waiting for. That is what we have been hoping for as well. Because when it comes down to Mpl Sg, this is a series of underdog slash dark horse. We can see anything that could happen. Team Flash, they didn't come on to the regular season on a great start. We gotta have to agree with that.
They were rocky.
They were very rocky, especially when it comes down to week 1. We had a lot of expectations on them.
Yeah.
But they kind of failed us at that point.
They kind of feel you guys. I saw it coming, man. I saw it coming.
Okay.
You know
but,
me?
But when it comes down to week 1 of the regular season,
that's right.
yeah, we were kind of sad.
Yeah.
But day 1
Day 1, week
of
1.
the playoff. Of the playoff.
It's a
now.
totally different team.
Yeah, they're definitely showing us something a little bit different. When it comes down to the drafting, I definitely appreciate this drafting a lot more than what I've seen in, I think, week 3 or was it week 4? Because that drafting was kind of...
When they draft Angela Mid.
Yes. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like some of the other things, definitely.
What else do you not like? The Khalid Rome.
Yes.
I know you don't like that Khalid Rome.
But if you think about it, right?
Yeah,
Khalid Rome in this current patch, in this current meta,
wait, hold on.
can actually work.
Yeah. Now it comes to
So
think
I
of it.
don't exactly hate it anymore because of how...
He's just a meta chaser.
Yeah, I'm a meta chaser, and if it makes sense and if there's logic in it, I'm down for it.
Yeah, work. It will
Because
work.
the main thing about the Romans nowadays is about being aggressive, about disrupting the jump.
Oh,
The thing
Khalid
about
would do well.
Khalid that may not work to a certain extent is because when it comes down to his Desert Sandstorm, which is his Desert Tornado, which is his spinning thing,
Yeah.
it deals damage in an AoE, right?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like, yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it, for team fights?
Yeah.
But it's not good for harassing the opponent's jungle. Because now, when it comes down to Romans, your role has been redefined to be the harasser
Yeah.
for the jungle. Slow them down as much as you can. It's either you prolong the health of the jungle,
Or you force
such
the
as
retribution.
a Franco
Yeah.
into hook or TVO pushing away,
Yeah.
or you bring the damage down onto the roamer, onto the jungler, so that they go back home to waste time. That is the thing. And if Khalid were to go in with his Desert Tornado to try to both harass the jungler, he would in turn do damage to the creeps. And because of he deals damage to the creep, he actually contradicts
Oh, that's
the role
true.
of a roamer. You help the opponent's jungler instead.
So that's the con.
Yes, that's the con.
I mean, it's essentially same like Hilda,
It's essentially same as Yoda. Yes,
but not the same.
not the same. Not really the same.
I mean, with 5 players on the map right now, it's gonna be very difficult to overcome this difficulty.
If you're talking about team fights, then yeah, it's gonna be like boom. Khalid's probably slightly better because of CCs when it comes down to
Raging Sandstorm? I mean, I'm not a fan of raging sandstorm. It's just
Good.
meh.
It's a good initiator.
It's a good initiator. It's not a good sustain.
And you can sustain together.
That's true. Close the gap. You close the gap, you go close, and you start spinning with a desert
And if
tornado.
you're dying at it, you just pop
Hold
it.
S2.
Yes.
And heal up. And you know, in the meantime, we want to heal up too. We're gonna go for a short 5 minutes break. You know, some little technicality, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right here, and you know, see you guys soon.
Before we move on, does anyone have any questions? Oh my god, I'm so tired. I spent all this time on the presentation.
Tammy, I think we heard you.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang teams from the tropical region of Southeast Asia converge together. The MLBB Southeast Asia Cup, or MSC 2022. Who shall conquer and who shall be conquered? Which team will soar above the clouds and be crowned as the king of Southeast Asia? Like the Zodiacs, a total of 12 teams from the region will compete in 2 stages. The group stage and the playoffs. Each group of 3 teams will fight against each other in a best-of-2 match, where the weakest of each group will be eliminated. That leaves the remaining 8 to continue their paths of glory. To facilitate the epic battles between the giants, the MSC 2022 arena will be held at the City of Contrast and Diversity, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Witness the clash of titans from the supreme MLBB region from June 11th until June 19th. Follow #SupremeAC for more updates. Mobile Legends Bang Bang, where heroes make history.
Why is everyone always faster than me?
once again, we were in the midst of a game between Team Flash versus Team SMG, but unfortunately, with some technical difficulties, we have to pause it for a little bit. But don't worry, we will be right back with you guys with the amazing action between these two teams. The main thing that I'm worried for is maybe some of the momentum that Team Flash has been carrying.
Are they a momentum-based team though? Are they? I don't think they're a very momentum-based team because they're veterans. I don't think they ride on momentum. I feel a team that rides on momentum is like Almighty or Omega T. That you like Omega T. There's no I in team. Oh, there's no I in Omega T. Sorry, but I think they shouldn't face them.
Well, we shall see eventually whether that is going to make a difference or not. But once again, let us just go through and of course talk about our favorite segment. And of course, that is going to have to thank whatever that we have at the top side. Starting off from the roulette stops at Singtel, of course, unlock the ultra responsive gaming, of course, with the 2 times lower latency when it comes down to Singtel 5G, Singapore's fastest and of course most powerful 5G network. And if you are gonna be playing a lot of MLBB, if you're gonna be playing a lot of games even when you are on the go, well, Singtel is the one for you. I've been running on Singtel all the time, and of course you can see that it's like Singtel. Android no longer has that, never mind. But Singtel, and well, technically competitors before, and when it comes down to the trains, it's just
I think Singtel has been
always consistent when it comes down to even when you're on the go, on the trains, at home, this kind of stuff. I never really have any problems up to date, to be very, very honest.
even in whenever the train goes underground, no lag, zero lag, because I spend most of my time traveling, and then
you literally have like Mobile Legends on your like hot bar.
Yeah, it is.
So you actually play
the moment I open my phone, I just press one button and yep, the grind
never stops.
The grind never stops. I'm the coach, The coach is the one who doesn't do his homework, that just plays.
You mean that you are the coach that never do any homework, because definitely some
Petition to show my skill as a coach. I'm a drafting beast.
sorry.
The regional esports ecosystem through its initiatives and Mpl Sg tournaments and many other tournaments too.
Make sure you guys head down to www.pvpesports.gg to find out more about their community initiatives and of course the events that they are pushing out. And speaking of events, well, this is an event after all, and I am looking forward to see how Flash versus SMG is gonna be like. And with the Stinger in play, that pretty much means that we are more or less about ready to jump right in. How ready are you? How excited are you, Vertigo?
I'm so excited, man. I'm ready to jump out of my seat, but it's too comfortable to sit on right now.
Oh, you mean on the U-Throne?
Yeah, man, the old team U-Throne, but we are gonna go back into the game right now. Game number 2. 10 minutes and 10 minutes, 30 seconds in. Team Flash, they do have a pretty commanding lead with 3,000 goal lead. Not too bad.
Well, the 1,000 goal lead is definitely not bad, but in the mid stages of the game, who has got the advantage here? Yeah, Team Flash kind of have a small little advantage there.
Yeah.
I can't see them having too big of a problems, especially in the mid stages. But Team SMG, let's not forget about the fact that they have a Xavier, they have a Yuzhong, as well as when it comes down to, well, contest the Lord.
Wow, too easy. Team Flash, they're just trying to beat SMG right now. They're pulling off a game 1 SMG. Right? SMG, they want the fight to come to them, and then this time Team Flash, they want the fight to come to them, and and then we have KCP, the one who closes the gap, but here comes the conceal play. KCP jumping all the way in.
It's big.
This is gonna be big though. Here comes the jump. He gets immobilized here. KCP all the way in. And the legendary is gonna be coming out right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's your QR code. But in the meantime, Pebble and too easy for Angelo is gonna get taken up all the way in the front line. It's gonna be a rum. It's gonna be a 1v5 here. No, he cannot survive. It is gonna be a 3 for nothing here in favor of Team Flash. Reminiscence signaling. He's like, yeah, guys, calm down. We got this. Let's take the lot right now.
Wow, looking at the bigger picture, that was what KCP was doing. They did manage to grab hold of Too Easy for Angelo because he kind of overextended himself. He thinks that his shield unity is allows him to go in and out very simply. Unfortunately, because of the fact that Xavier locked him down in place, they don't really have to care about having KCP do the fatal links. This is the time where he brought fatal links to Too Easy for Angelo. So who cares about using a fatal links on one person to fortify and bring down the one with the retribution, when you can bring two other people and the one that is already straggling behind to get themselves a bigger lead into the game.
Wow, best roamer in SG.
Best roamer in SG.
Oh, that's the agreement right there. It could be the best roamer in SG.
Well, Longfield will definitely want to contest against that.
Has to.
JPL definitely want to contest against that as well.
I mean, these are the three kings, right?
Yup, I would say that they are the three roaming kings when it comes down to Mpl Sg, and I would love to see what they do for their games because they are playing a very pivotal role and the rover plays a very big part.
This could be big for KCP though. Donny Light comes out and the Lord is not going to be able to get the jump on to the turret, and Ram gets a little bit too much damage from Aeon there by the real world manipulation.
Game is now going to go on a slower pace, a little bit of a slower lead if I may, but Alpha V9
been destroyed.
did manage to bring down the second tier defense turret down at the bottom lane, forcing every single one of these lanes right into the doorsteps of Team SMG. This is going to give them a little bit more farm, but it's not that big of a deal. The main thing is that Team Flash would want to gain control of the enemy's jungle as much as possible, keep Team SMG at bay, and be really afraid of every single brushes that they tread upon. Take a look at this. They're just watching out for every single one of these brushes. And that way, they decided to play things a little bit more conservatively.
Yeah,
they
more
don't want to
passive.
play too forward into the match.
They're playing it so passively right now. Team Flash, they're just trying to gain momentum. They're trying to secure the Lord, gain more map control right now. But taking a look at the items, nothing out of the ordinary.
Although although I gotta have to say, I'm not too sure how I feel about this play from Team Flash, whereby they don't want to play aggressively, right? Because it kind of seems as though they can naturally do that. In the meantime, Angelo
Jumps in, here comes the Fatal Link, and the Legendary comes out. Here comes Ram trying to hold the rest of the backline back. Is it going to be enough? So the hook comes in, and Alpha V9 is going to be the victim of the hook. Oh, and the Thunderbolt Memory is going to take down Ram along with Too Easy for Angelo by the means of A-Peach. Thunderbolt Memory, the reach.
Well. Angelo unfortunately has been putting himself in a really bad spot. It kind of seems like as though Team Flash, they are really chowing him down like a hungry toddler, time and time again. And Team SMG, well, they are 10 kills down from Team Flash, 7,000 gold down when it comes down to a general economy, and that is definitely going to put them in a really bad spot because Team Flash, their itemizations are have very likely transited over to the later stages of the game already. Maybe some of them is here even got themselves 6 items, some of them maybe even 5 items. So honestly, at this point in time, Team SMG is playing with a massive handicap, and they gotta have to play this perfectly if they will want to win the game. Unfortunately, Too Easy for Angelo, this is not what I mean by perfectly, or is it?
The flicker over from KCP, but not gonna land that fatal links, and Too Easy for Angelo's gonna get down. KCP too. Here comes real world manipulation. Can he catch up? Ram all for V9 all the way into the front line. He does a good amount of damage. Oh, and Ash gets taken down by A-Peach all the way from the other side. Pebble, is he gonna be able to survive this? No, he cannot. And it is gonna be a 4-4-3 here on the side of Team Flash.
Oh man, that was grim.
It's gruesome.
Even though Team Flash had managed to get a lot of those kills, in fact, they may be able to get a team wipe. And they will be able to do that. All 5 members from Team SMG down and dusted. However, they wouldn't be able to immediately take down the Lord. They would take this time to actually push in the middle waves as fast as possible. But I don't think that Too Easy for Angelo is gonna let that slide. He wants to rush in as fast as he can, but despite being as fast as he can, the creep, Aeon, and A-Peach were faster.
Yep, 100% faster. And it looked like they want to go for this Lord though, but they do have the information that Too Easy for Angel is still up and it could be contested. So look at KCP. Look at how he's positioning this.
He's got his flicker.
He has.
On 30 seconds cooldown. So it is about time for him to do something, but he focuses down onto Ram. Not exactly the person to be in the front lines, but now Death Timer, Death Counter has been staggered.
Oh, they're gonna go in.
He does not have the fatal links, and SMG knows.
Oh, too easy for Angelo all the way into the front line, but here comes the suppress out onto Alpha B9, and the tongue about memory is gonna take down Pebble too. Look at Reminiscent, he's going in, and down goes Ash. It's the last one left, and now the second team and a triple kill coming up for AP Cheer. There's your code, ladies and gentlemen, and Team Flash, they're looking to end this.
Oh man, oh my. The big mistake from Ram.
Oh my gosh.
The first one down, the first one staggered, no one to stop Aeon anymore, and then afterwards Team SMG thought they would be able to win the fight because they don't have the fatal links, but in the end, they don't need a fatal link to bring Foreman down. It all boils down to what they have on hand, and Team Flash brings themselves the win against Team SMG, and they send SMG home on day one of the Mpl Sg playoffs.
Oh my gosh, that was such an insane play though. KZP with the pickoff on Ram, he's like, you know what, let's beat the Lord. And then Ram is like, oh guys, they're here. And then Ram was just a little bit off position, and then that's where the number games come. Right? He just got outnumbered 5 against 4.
Well, what can I say? Time and time again, Team Flash kind of showed themselves, or rather showed us, just what are they capable of. Yes, historically, they lost against SMG. They showed that even though they lost in the regular season, it doesn't disqualify them in a repeat fight, in a against the opponent.
Damage from Dawning Light wasn't enough. We took a look at the replay. Oh, the aggression from Team Flash is just
Some of the plays that I've seen, and but the main thing is that he made it work.
He made it work.
That is very important. Reminiscent played a pivotal role when it comes down to being annoying as hell, and he does what he did best: sweeping and of course clearing up. Now that was a risky move that I was talking about.